sometimes they can give you the transpose and then they want you to find the original matrix. They can say, given that A transpose is 2, 1, 4, 6. Okay, this is A transpose, -1 there. They want you to find the matrix A. You see, now here you're not finding the transpose, you're reversing it back. Have you seen? So it means you are changing now. You remember when you're finding the transpose, you are making the rows to become columns. When you're finding the transpose, if you remember, for the transpose, what do you do for transpose? For transpose, you are making rows to columns. You see? But when you're finding the original matrix, it's a vice versa. C comes here to rows, meaning you're making columns to become rows. C goes where R is, R goes where C is. You're reversing it now. You're taking it back, so you're making columns to become rows now. Transposing is to make rows to be columns, but to find the matrix A, you have to transform columns to rows, meaning you're making the columns to become rows. So how do you do that? So matrix A is equal to what is matrix A? What is matrix A? Matrix A is 2, 4, -1, and then 6. Okay, so you're making that time we're making rows to become columns, but now you're changing it back to original. So you're making columns to be rows, right? That's what you're doing. You're making columns to be rows, because transposing, it means making rows to be columns, meaning to untranspose, meaning to return to the original one. You are reversing the letters, meaning you are changing columns to become rows. So which one is the first column here, which will become the first row? Which one is my first column? My first column is this one, eh? That is the first column, which has 2 and -1. So it will become the first column. It will become the first row. So it will become 2, -1. That's become the first row. The second column is this one here, 4, 6. So it becomes the second row, 4 and 6. That's all you find. You see how simple it is. You're just making the columns to become rows. Second question, they can say B transpose is 2, -1, 3 there, 0, 4, 5. You see? And then they tell you find the matrix B. Okay? They say find the matrix B. Okay? How do you find the matrix B? Simple. So first B transpose, you write it. Which one is my B transpose? 2, -1, 2, -1, 4, and then 2, -1, 4, 3, 0, 5. So 3, 0, 5. So I'm transposing now. I'm finding the matrix B, meaning I'm changing columns to rows. That's what I'm doing. I'm changing columns to rows. Okay, what is my first column? That will become the first row. This is my first column. This is my second column. This is my third column. So first column, it will become first row. So it will be 2, 3. See, it's in a row form, meaning it's horizontal. Second column, -1, 0. It will become second column in second column will become second row. So it will be -1, 0. Third column will become third row, which will be 4, 5. You see, you're just swapping them. So the vertical is becoming horizontal. Vertical becomes horizontal. So all columns will become rows. That's how you do it. I hope you have understood.